People are YOLOing this stock, and I don't think they know what's happening with it. So, all right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice, and today I want to do an update on the Bitcoin miners and on Bitcoin. It's been a few days, so I wanted to update our chart. A lot's gone on over the last few days, and we're all over the place this morning. It's October 14th, around 11:15 Eastern Standard Time right now while I'm recording this. And Bitcoin seems to be at a fluctuation point. So I wanted to go through it and try and figure out and see which way we can go. And then we'll go through a few stock charts and see what they're looking like. I did not do a video after the Tuesday close and after the Wednesday close. So you can see Tuesday was a train wreck. Everything was very red. The one thing that I would point out that I thought behaved well on Tuesday was CleanSpark, which was down 1.3%. That was pretty much the best performer on the day. Everything else you can see was down 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%. So Tuesday, bad. Wednesday, green. We kind of made back some of the losses from Tuesday yesterday on Wednesday. So you'll see pretty much, other than Hive, which was red, the rest of the board is green on Wednesday. All right, so enough said about Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's get to Thursday, which is today. So let's go to the chart. So I just want to highlight right here. This is the candle that we left off on in our last video. So we were kind of at an inflection point right there, and we talked about hoping that maybe this 55.8 line would hold. It didn't. And we talked about support at the $54,439 line. And then I did say, and I'm sticking with this, our green line, I'm still calling our ultimate support line, 53,724. I don't think we're revisiting that. I don't think we're going below that. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. It is in a bit of a consolidation mode over the last few days here, which is fine and healthy. When we zoom back out, you're going to see the run that we've had is monstrous. So to go sideways for a minute is not a big deal. So I'm going to remove a few lines and I think add a few because there were some short-term lines on here that I think are no longer relevant. This uptrend was a one-day trend, and you can see we broke that while we were making the last video. So I am going to get rid of that. That trend did not play out, so it is gone. Okay, I'm going to leave this purple line at 55,800, but this is a very weak line of support and resistance. You can see when we broke to the downside here, you'll see that we actually went down and tested this blue line. The $54,439 line was tested and held across this whole period of time right here. These are 1 hour candles, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, that was about 7 hours that held. We did wick down closer to the green line, but we never hit it. And you can see that candle finished way even above the blue line. So I don't think that line is in play right now. I think this line is representing super strong support. Right now, I'm going to draw two quick lines. I'm actually going to move this purple line for two reasons. You'll see the first reason is we just hit this in this 1 hour candle right here. So this line is at $56,935. So we went under 57,000 and hit this line in this hour of trading right now. Yesterday at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, we tested this line and we finished just above it. So again, this is a very short-term trend, but I'm going to put this trend line because I'm basically trying to figure out, are we breaking to the upside or are we breaking to the downside? So I'm going to add one more purple line. Okay, so I just drew a purple line in at 58,578. That was yesterday at 10 p.m. at night. So that is our recent all-time high. So right now, we're stuck in a pretty tight range over the last 24 hours between these two purple lines at 53.9 and about 58.5. You can see for the moment we've been zigzagging in between these two lines. Now, just a few minutes ago, we did hit the bottom of that line and then boom, now we're having a very green candle immediately right after this. So I am still feeling bullish on Bitcoin. I think the pressure is upward. I do think we're going sideways at the moment, so it would not surprise me if we did some of this. But I think if and when we break, we're going to go up. If we break down below this line, That puts all of this back in play. So either of these lines could be retested. So this is still a pretty tight range. If it goes to the downside, we're talking about maybe 53,000. If it breaks to the upside and we break through this 58.5, then I think we head up and test the $59,000 line. So that is a significant line of resistance and support. So I'm looking to break through that. I hope we break through that today, but that's a lofty goal. Then basically the next line is this 64,800, which was our all-time high back on April 14th. So to sum up, I think we got a real solid floor at 53,724. I don't think we're going to retest that. I think we're more likely to go up and test this $59,000 line. And, you know, still over the next 2 to 4 weeks, I am bullish, and I believe we will break our all-time high sometime within the next 2 to 4 weeks. Let's just take a look at how the Bitcoin miners are behaving today, just about in the middle of the trading day. Bitfarms is up 0.7%. HUT is down 0.8%. Cleanspark is at 0. Marathon's down 1.07%. Riot is up 1.4%. Hive is down 0.17%. Bit Digital is down 1.63%. CIFR is up 9.4%. I'm going to talk about that one later. Greenidge is down 5.59%. And Any is up 2.71%. Let's take a look at a few charts because there's a few miners that I really want to talk about. So HUT 8 has had a little bit of a pullback today. It's down 1%. It was down even a little more than that. I feel very strongly that this has been a stock that has been behaving very well. You can see the upward trend going on here. HUT has had very solid performance. This was the first one to reach our price target at $10.50. It's at $10.70 right now. So you can see it's been testing this all week for about a week. I have already set my next price target for $13. And again, my price targets are 2 to 4 week targets. So this is not a long-term target. You know, over the next month, I'm looking for HUT to get from $10.50 up to $13. So I'm going to say HUT is acting healthy. This is a good chart. Okay, I want to go through Bit Digital, BTBT, for just a minute because I've gotten an awful lot of questions. What are your thoughts on BTBT? I did do a few videos on this back in July right here when this thing was trading for around $4. So when this was trading at $4, this was a very, very simple equation. It was wildly oversold. Bit Digital is not providing information in the same way that the other miners that we cover are providing information. So this is a little bit of a mystery to me, and it's significantly more volatile than the other miners that we've been talking about and trading. This chart is a invest at your own risk. So I guess that's all I will say about this chart. This is too volatile, and it's very hard for me to assess the fundamentals. They're just not putting out the information the other companies are putting out. I would love to see them get up to speed and start putting out some information with some more clarity. But until then, I'm not trading this stock. At $10.86, it's beyond my risk tolerance. I want to quickly go through Marathon. Today, it did touch our price target, which was $44.69. This will be the second stock. Now, it did not hold. It bounced off of that, and it's down at around $43.31. So we haven't had confirmation yet on this price target, but I am looking for that in the very, very short term. I will set up a new price target. You'll see I have a yellow line at $57.75. That's a little bit longer term price target. But I do think over the next couple of days, we're going to confirm this $44.69 price target. You know, this is since September 29th. This has been acting very reliably. This is a healthy chart. So this is one I am comfortable with, and I do think is heading in the right direction. Okay, this is Any. I also want to talk about this one for just a minute. I've been getting a lot of feedback in the comments section, as well as I'm looking around the internet. There seems to be a massive amount of misinformation regarding Any. I can't do your due diligence for you, but I can give you a heads up on a few things. Number one, they are merging with Griffin, and that merger is coming up, so that is going to have a drastic impact on their market cap. So the reason I'm talking about this is it is by far the most traded Bitcoin mining stock right now. So it may seem like it's not on people's radar, but the volume is through the roof. I think we are doing 25 million shares of this a day. It's trending on StockTwits. It's one of the most talked about stocks right now. We just went through this with Greenidge. I put out a series of videos. I felt it was going to crash 80%, and that is what happened. So I'm not telling you that's what's going to happen here. I'm not predicting an 80% crash on any. I do want to put a very strong caution out there that a lot of the information that's going around is not necessarily accurate, and this one's a very tricky one to trade. It has run up quite a bit. It's at $8.46. You know, just a few weeks ago, it was at about $5.65, where it seemed to find some good support. People are YOLOing this stock, and I don't think they know what's happening with it. So please be forewarned. Do your due diligence. Check this stock out. I can't tell you what's going to happen with it, but I can tell you it's a very complicated, volatile situation. So before you put all your money in this just because everybody else is, I would please do your due diligence and check this one out. The last stock I want to talk about today is CIFR. So CIFR was a SPAC that went public just a few weeks ago. So you can see there's been some very wild swings on this one as well. This was down 65%. Now, I did do a video on this yesterday, so this is a spoiler alert. If you look for my video yesterday that was the mystery miner, this is what it is. So yesterday I did a video that I think this is due for a run up. I do think now that this is way underpriced. Now today, on a so-so day, this is up 9.4%. That seems to be playing out at the moment. So again, I don't have a crystal ball. This is not financial advice. Sometimes these things just so happen to hit, you know, the next day or 2 days after I make a video, and to a certain extent, that is a coincidence. Because I'm always looking in a 2 to 4 week window, and beyond that, you know, in a 90-day to 180-day window. So I'm looking for a lot more upside on this stock. Now, I don't know if I would buy it today after it's up. Now it's up 8.5% at the moment, so maybe wait for a pullback. I did buy into this before it started running up, but I will probably wait and see if there's a little pullback to see if I can add to my position. Those are my thoughts on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners for today. Best of luck trading, and we will see you in the next video.